What are your
Sure.
thoughts on the Canadian national judo team, and who's your favorite Canadian competitor? Obviously,
Well,
you love the Canadian team.
yeah, obviously. No, I mean, I think that Nicholas Gill has done a fantastic job in, just really raising the level of Canadian judo. I mean, it's I mean, it's ever since he took over, Canadian judo has been rising and rising and rising, and you have a lot of, really top international athletes now. Really good, and uh, and you've got several players who are, I think, very stylish players. Really good, really good judo. And But I guess the 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 two most interesting Canadian players, I would say, it would be Jessica Klimkate and Krista Deguchi. 57 kilos.
Right,
Well, both of them are world champions.
right,
And different styles, very different styles. The Gucci is a little bit more, yeah. Well, she is Japanese, and it's more Japanese judo. Kim Kate is a drop player, drop senagi player, and the dynamic, between the two of them is really interesting because, for a long time it was assumed that the Gucci would be the one going to the Olympics, and then it turned out that Kim Kate was the one that went to the Olympics. And Kim Kate recently became world champion, and the momentum seems to be with her now rather than Deguchi. So
Mhm.
this reversal of fortune is kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Deguchi gets back on top. But I would say Jessica Kim Clay is really an interesting player. I mean, for a variety of reasons. I mean, the fact that she could rely almost exclusively on drop techniques, drop sode, drop seonagi, almost only that. I mean, she does ouchi occasionally, and she does have other techniques, but it's mainly drop, right? And she relies on it almost exclusively, and she still gets everybody with it. Nobody seems to be able to stop it. They know it's coming, they know she drops, but they
Mhm.
can't stop it. And So that's interesting. And the other interesting thing that I've noticed about her is that, in previous years she didn't do a whole lot of newaza.
Right.
Yeah, she was not a newaza player. But lately her newaza has gotten very good. She used a lot of newaza in in the Olympics, and in recent competitions. So she's really transitioned into a newaza player, I would say. Really
I,
good.
I think you've written about that recently, right? On
Yeah.
JudoCrazy.com. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm hoping to see more Canadian athletes on Judo Crazy. Of course, no, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not kidding. No, all good. I have I